Carrie. Hello! How are you today? I've started filming these at night time, which means that I'm trying to suss out the light situation. Obviously we're going into winter, it's going to be dark earlier, I have less time to film at the moment, and the daytimes are writing times and the evenings I'm finding myself vlogging. So this is what's happening, and I'm not a lighting expert. This is not my job. I don't know about lighting, so I don't know. I'm sorry. I haven't done a Q&A in a while, so I just sent out a little tweet on Twitter to see if anyone had any questions for me. I haven't looked yet, so I'm just gonna dive right in and just answer as quickly and simply as I can. Jack O'Laurin, favourite McFly song? Ooh, All About You is obviously about me, so that should be up there. Also Lies, I love Lies. There are many songs actually that I really love. If you asked me on a different day, I would say something completely different. But Lies and All About You right now. Hayley Booksaville, what's your favourite thing to do as a family when Tom is home? We love just going out for brunch. We're proper foodies, we love brunch and a nice walk. It's just relaxing and chilled. Sassy Sandra, are we going to hear any duets from you and Tom again? I hope so. Yes is the answer to that. It's just about fitting it all in. We were speaking about doing something for Halloween. I don't know whether we're actually going to be able to fit anything in. Vlogmas is only around the corner. I think I'm doing Vlogmas, I'm saying that now. Yes, there will be singing treats before the end of the year. Hopefully more than one. I like a few. I love singing with Tom. Ashley, any advice to aspiring authors? Write from the heart and just get writing, really. Don't think about it, just do. Amy, how do you balance all the amazing things you do with your two beautiful children? It is a constant juggling act and it's very difficult. Sometimes I literally sit down and say to myself something's got to give and I'm not coping, but the majority of the time it's literally like, it's like spinning plates. I'm not entirely sure I've got it right, but if everything seems to be in sync at the moment, but every now and then it goes completely wrong. And if I'm spinning plates, all the plates fall, and if I'm juggling, all the balls fall. Sometimes all the balls fall, but then you just pick them up again and assess where you are. Katie, favourite part of your new book? Ooh, which book? Always with Love? Oh, favourite part of Always with Love. I can't even say because that is giving away the story. That there are plot spoilers all over my favourite part of that book. Sorry. Laura Jean, apart from Happy Mum, Happy Baby, are you going to be writing any more books? Plenty. I have lots more books inside me, and it's my job now. I never thought it would ever be my job, but yeah, being an author, I am an author, and I have plenty more books to write. There's lots more books coming within the next few years, so that's what I'm going to say. There's lots of really exciting things in the pipeline, and you'll be able to hear more about them, hopefully, soon. Sandra, have you ever been to Germany? I have driven through it a couple of times, but I've never actually stayed there. I'd love to go back though. Rachel, do you shower facing towards the jets or away from? I do a little swivel. I walk into the jets, and then put shampoo and stuff in my hair, and then I turn when I'm washing it out. Deborah, do you think you will ever return to singing and acting? Do you see yourself purely as an author now? I think I see myself as a storyteller and a performer and an entertainer, so I would love to go back to it one day. Yeah, and I think the thing with acting is that you are always, you know, there are parts that are in their 60s, 70s, 80s, so it's always there. At the moment, books are kind of taking over. They just, books and children kind of are taking up all of my time, and YouTube obviously, and so I don't have, yeah, I would be completely snowed under right now if I took on acting as well. But that being said, that is a huge passion of mine and a huge dream. It's just about finding the right time. Yeah, I think maybe at some point I like the idea of producing something of my own, and then I can clearly put myself in it. Katrina, are you currently writing or planning on writing more fiction? Zoe, what's your favourite movie to watch with Buzz and Buddy? Love your family. We are currently watching Little Mermaid a lot and Enchanted. And I know they're boys and people will be like, oh, they should be watching. No, actually, they should be learning about love and life and loving everything. I don't think they should be made to watch specific things just because they're boys. So I'm loving that. We also watch a lot of Cars and Oliver. Loving Oliver, actually. It's just like a throwback to my childhood. But I think I'm going to introduce him to Annie soon. He likes a musical, Buzz. We're showing him all the greats. Louise Barker, what is your favourite part of writing a book? ooh, sending off the first draft. It's really, you know, really nerve-wracking, and it feels like the biggest piece of school coursework that you've ever handed in. But that moment you press send, I literally feel my like soul lifting. I feel so much lighter, I think, when you're stressed and you're working towards that deadline and you're trying to get that story out and trying to make it make sense. And I feel like when you've made it make sense and you're happy with it and you send it off, that is just so uplifting. So that is pretty epic. Nicola, what is your favourite song from a musical ever? Ooh, that is hard. Favourite song from a musical ever? I can't answer that. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I can't choose. Alice, do you write knowing where the story is going or work it out as you go along? I tend to know where it's going up to a point, and then I kind of see where the characters take me. Actually, can I just say, I've just realised I'm wearing my pyjamas, and I haven't referenced that. I'm wearing my pyjamas because tonight when I was putting Buddy to bed, he was a little bit sick on me, and well, a little bit sick. He was sick on every single item that I was wearing, so I had to change them. So I'm in my pyjamas. But yeah, with regards to your question, Alice, I know up to a certain point enough to keep my publishers happy so they know what I'm writing, and then I make it up. Yeah, for me that kind of works. I have actually recently written a book that was a bit more structured, in the sense that I knew exactly what was going to happen, beginning, middle and end. But usually but that was a rare occasion. Usually I like just kind of having the creative freedom to just go with it. Deli Lovato, birthday girl is her Twitter name, happy birthday. If you weren't married to Tom, which other McFly member would you date? I'm going to say Danny, because he would just make me laugh so much. Hi Danny. Fanny, would you ever do a book tour out of the UK? Yes, I would definitely love to. I haven't been able to recently, the last couple of years, because obviously the boys and breastfeeding and stuff like that, but sometime in the future I would absolutely love to. Sorry. It's been a long day. Tara, would you rather be elbowless or kneeless? Well, that's really tough, isn't it? Elbowless, I'd have to write like a zombie, but then kneeless, I wouldn't be able to walk so well. And I wouldn't be able to eat without elbows. I wouldn't be able to eat or write. And those two things I do to get by. Walking is obviously quite important, but I can do the shuffle on that one, can't I? I can just kind of hobble along. I'm gonna say kneeless. But universe, can I just say I don't want either. So please don't. I don't want either. I do not want to be kneeless. Manu, are you and Tom still doing the alphabet dates? If not, will we continue it someday? Absolutely. We were about to do B, and then I had Buddy. So they stopped, and we've only been on one day, I think, since then. We are due a date. Yes, absolutely, soon, hopefully. Charlotte Blackburn, is there going to be another book about Billy and Sophie? I haven't planned one, but lots of people have been asking, so who knows? Not the next book, but possibly the one after, or the one after that, who knows? I always think it's nice to go back to characters, especially when you've spent so much time with them, and you know, they're a big part of you. So I'd like to go and see what they're up to. But it's also finding the right time. Like, I want to rejoin them at a poignant moment in their lives. Who knows? Lelexia, is there a movie that you can watch over and over and never get tired of? The Notebook. Definitely. Kerry from McFly asked, what was the difference in the process of writing a fiction to non-fiction? I think when it comes to non-fiction, it's more like being in conversation with yourself, because you're thinking about events that have happened to you, and it's like having a major conversation. So I would say that writing non-fiction is more flowing, and you just kind of think about how you were feeling in that moment and you just go with it. Whereas fiction for me is a bit more complex. Creepy Kristen, hope you're not creepy. I think it's just because it's Halloween. Will you do a collab with Carrie? You know what, I've never done any collabs, I don't think, have I? Not really. I had Chris from Copperfield and Ray Morrison to talk about boobs, standard, but I've not done a real collab. I would love to do a collab. If any YouTubers out there would like to do a collab with me, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions, and it might be fun. Sarah Williams, how do you always seem so calm and in control? 2 children and such a busy life, you are amazing. Sarah, I am like a duck, calm on top, paddling like underneath. Yeah, it's a busy time. It's a busy time, but you just get on with it. That's what I've learned. Just get on with it. Just do. Yeah, and also I do think that in terms of like what you guys see, you see me being calm, and you know, this is edited together. You don't see me when I'm frustrated, and actually you do see my tears. But yeah, I'm not always calm. I have moments where I'm full of self-doubt and worry over if I'm going to get everything done that needs to get done. But I always find that a little bit of organisation helps. Over there I have organised almost like a diary calendar type thing, and I know what I've got to do when. I've also got like different projects that I've got on the go, telling me how far along I've got and stuff, so different YouTube videos. So yes, I find that being organised helps me with that, because then I'm not thinking like, oh god, I think confusion sometimes makes me feel worse, whereas organisation makes me feel so much better. And finally, who would you say is your biggest inspiration? That is tricky, because it depends in what area of life. I think obviously my parents are really big inspirations. Tom is a huge inspiration creatively. I think he never stops, and so we're both kind of on the go all the time. I think when you're around someone creative, creativity breeds creativity, and you kind of feel like, oh, let's run with that. It kind of fuels a fire within you and gets you going. So I guess that's really inspiring. Tom is inspiring. But also my nonna. Carrie, I think I am seeing you this week because it is your birthday. Happy birthday, Carrie. Carrie, it's your birthday. What day is your birthday? It's the 22nd. It's on Saturday. Maybe we'll be seeing you on Saturday. Who knows? But for everyone else, love you lots, and I shall speak to you next week. Bye.